16th of August 2012, a day South Africans will never forget, where 34 lawn mill striking miners were brutally butchered and killed by the South African Police Services, demanding a 12,000 salary. More than 400 police were deployed, armed with R5s designed for infantry and tactical, killing 34 miners, injuring 78 people, and arresting 250 miners. The massacre was described better by international media as one of the most lethal use of force by South African security forces against civilians since 1976. Political leaders including UDM's Bantu Holomisa, the EFF's Julius Malema, and One Movement leader Mmusi Maimane have joined in the calls for justice for the miners. Their blood might have dried, their shadows perished, but their names and the cause remains. The lives of African mine workers matters.
Still today, no one has been held accountable. To the Minister of Police at the time, to the police commissioner, nobody's been held accountable, which says that a government that liberates us sometimes can become a government that oppresses us. The reason you have a public holiday is a reminder to people that this thing should never happen again. So when I wrote to the president, I said, the schedule of public holidays must be considered. We don't have to add more public holidays because it's an economic issue. We must make sure that the economy grows, it creates jobs. But what we can do is, in the same way as we commemorate the day, it must become an official commemoration for the state.
It has changed the labor landscape in the country in terms of labor dispute, because what precipitated that tragedy was, among others, inability of social partners to agree and find a solution. That's why, unfortunately, it became what it became, which I think is a lesson for all of us in a democratic country.
During Mama Winnie Madikizela Mandela's funeral, President Cyril Ramaphosa promised to visit the families of the victims in Marikana, but till this day he has not lived up to his word.
Those who are looking at that event as some form of a political mileage, they will continue to harp on the fact that it was the ANC that was responsible. The ANC was not responsible for that incident. It was a tragedy. For us, there is nothing wrong with people who continue to make statements that in themselves hold no water or substance.
Not one person has been punished for this action. Our communities still suffer without proper housing and proper basic services. There is still a lot to be done, comrades. The journey may be long, comrades, with many, many challenges to be overcome.
Nothing much has been done. Yes. And I think part of what I think government, in particular mining companies, because government must enforce mining companies to contribute to the mining company, to the mining communities. So as we commemorate the tragedy of 2012, but it's important that we must move with speed to transform the mining sector, including changing the lives, social conditions of mining communities.